I saw the distance growing long before you spoke. Felt the warmth between us turning into smoke. Your eyes stopped searching mine. Your touch felt unsure, but I kept holding tighter, believing love was cure. I told myself forever just needed one more day, that hearts don't stop loving, they only lose their way. Every warning sign appeared, but love was louder than my fear. I loved you past hope, past reason and truth. When your heart stopped fighting, mine still ran to you. I stayed through the silence, through every slow goodbye, holding on to forever while watching you die. I loved you past hope, even knowing why. I made excuses for you, you never had to say. Protected all your distance as you drifted away. I blamed the world around us, the timing and the pain. Anything but facing you wouldn't choose me again. I kept lighting candles in rooms already dark, trying to warm a love that lost its spark. You were already letting go, while I refused to know. I loved you past hope, past what love could say. Stayed long after promises faded into gray. You stopped reaching for me, but I refuse release. Sometimes love keeps breaking before it finds peace. I loved you past hope and lost myself beneath. Was love just my illusion? Did I dream us alive? Was I the only reason we ever survived? I gave my every heartbeat, every fragile part. You walked away slowly, still living in my heart. And letting go felt harder than falling apart. Now the nights feel endless, your absence loud and deep. I'm learning how to live again with memories I keep. I loved you past hope, past tears and pride. Held on to your shadow when love had died. Now I'm standing stronger, though broken in two, because loving too deeply was the bravest thing I knew. I loved you past hope and finally let go of you. One day love will find me without fear or doubt, but tonight I'm healing from loving you out loud. I loved you past Wasn't looking for forever, wasn't chasing anyone, just walking through my lonely days, waiting for the sun. Then you smile like safety, like a place my heart could rest. I didn't know that loving you would hurt me more than best. I gave you quiet mornings and every midnight fear. You felt like home so easily, I never questioned here. I didn't see the storm arrive, no sign, no sound, no sign, goodbye. I loved you without warning, fell before I knew, built my world around a dream that only lived in you. I gave my heart completely, every hidden part. Now I'm standing in the silence, holding pieces of my heart. I loved you without warning, and you left without a scar. Your voice still fills the hallway, even when you're gone. The echoes of your promises still play like broken songs. I memorized your laughter, learned every shade of you. But love can feel so honest and still not make it true. You held me like forever, but stages passing through. I kept believing we were strong while you were halfway moving on. I loved you without warning, fell before I knew, wrapped my soul around a hope that disappeared with you. I gave my nights to healing all your hidden scars. Now I'm crying in the dark, talking to the stars. I loved you without warning, now I don't know who you are. Was that just a moment you needed to survive, while I was planning lifetimes trying to keep us alive? You said love was fragile, but I held it tight. I stayed through every shadow, you walked out of the light, and I still blame my heart for loving you right. And love had a warning sign, maybe I'd have turned away, but your eyes felt like forever, and forever chose not to stay. I loved you without warning, with everything I had, turned my happiest memories into something sad. Now your name feels heavier every time I breathe. You were everything I wanted, and everything that leaves. I loved you without warning, even knowing love can deceive. So I learned to be okay with empty space and truth. But somewhere in my broken heart, I'll always carry you. I loved you without warning, and I never stopped loving you. The room still smells like memories of nights we used to share. Your jacket on the chair remains like you're still standing there. I hear your voice in silence, calling out my name, but echoes can't replace the love that never stayed the same. We stopped talking slowly, but never said goodbye. Two hearts pretending everything was somehow still alright. I felt the ending coming close. The love made me ignore it most. I stayed after the ending, when love was already gone, holding on to promises long after they were done. You walked out emotionally before you left my side, and I kept loving someone who had already said goodbye. I stayed after the ending, trying not to cry. We slept on separate feelings, though lying skin to skin. I searched your eyes for answers, you wouldn't let me in. Your touch became a habit, not something that was real. And every quiet moment showed me how you feel. I kept fixing fractures you refused to see, building us from pieces only left to me. I held the weight for both our hearts while you were falling apart. I stayed after the ending, begging love to breathe, believing broken closeness was enough for me. You stopped choosing us, but I refuse to go. Sometimes love keeps fighting, even when it knows. I stayed after the ending, afraid to be alone. Was I loving memories more than loving you? Was I scared of emptiness more than facing truth? I watched forever disappear right before my eyes. Still I stay beside you while our future died. And the hardest part of leaving was knowing when to try. Soft breakdown, now I replay our last embrace, searching for a sign, wonder in the moment you stopped being mine. I stayed after the end, longer than I should, turning pain into hope like broken lovers would. Now I'm learning slowly, some hearts never until I learned to walk away. You used to look at me like I was all you need. Every word between us felt honest, soft and free. We talked about forever, like time was on our side. I never thought your love for me would slowly say goodbye. The laughter turned to silence, the warmth began to fade. I kept loving who you were while watching you change. I told myself it's just a phase, love survives the hardest days. I stayed until you changed, until your heart moved on, holding on to memories long after they were gone. I kept fighting for us while you slipped away. I love the person you were, but you didn't stay. I stayed until you changed, and love lost its place. Your touch became familiar, but empty at the same time. You stood right beside me, yet felt a world from mine. I blame the stress, the distance, every passing storm, anything but face it. You weren't mine anymore. I learned to read your silence, the words you wouldn't say. Sometimes goodbye happens long before the day. I felt forever breaking slow, but didn't wanna let you go. I stayed until you changed, through every lonely night, waiting for the version who used to hold me tight. I gave you all my patience, every fragile chance, but love can't keep surviving without romance. I stayed until you changed and lost us in the past. Was I loving memories more than loving you? Trying to save a feeling we already outgrew. I watched your eyes grow distant, your promises unclear, the hardest truth to swallow, but you were still right here. And leaving felt impossible, even when love disappeared. Soft breakdown, learning slowly how letting go can heal. Some endings come quietly, but hurt just as real. I stayed until you changed, until I broke inside, carrying our story with nowhere left to hide. Now I'm choosing healing, though tears still remain, because loving someone deeply shouldn't feel like pain. I stayed until you changed, but I won't stay the same. One day I'll thank my heart for loving without fear, for staying through the shadows even when you disappeared. Oh, say We used to laugh through midnight, talk until the dawn. Your arms felt like forever, like nothing could go wrong. You said my name like music, soft and full of light. I thought our love was fearless, strong enough to fight. But slowly something changed in words we didn't say. Your silence grew between us, and love began to fade. No slam doors, no goodbye cries, just distance hiding in your eyes. Love didn't stay loud, it faded into quiet. No breaking glass, no final words, just hearts that stopped trying. We didn't burn to ashes, we just slipped somehow. Love didn't leave in anger, it barely made a sound. Love didn't stay loud, it just stopped being ours. We sat across the table like strangers dressed as us, smiling out of habit while losing all our trust. Your touch felt unfamiliar, your warmth began to go, and I kept holding tighter to someone I don't know. I heard goodbye in whispers before you spoke it clear. Sometimes love keeps breathing, but no one's really there. I watched forever fall apart so quietly, it broke my heart. Love didn't stay loud, no storm to warn the ending, just empty space where dreams once lived and hearts no longer mending. No shattered conversations, no desperate last vow. Love didn't leave dramatic, it simply faded out. Love didn't stay loud, it forgot us somehow. I wish we had screamed or fought to make it last. Instead we chose the silence and let forever pass. Maybe love grows tired when no one holds it near. Maybe hearts stop fighting when goodbye feels easier. And I still hear your echo in every quiet crowd. Soft brown nights feel heavier without you breathing close. The loudest kind of heartbreak is the one nobody knows. Love didn't stay loud, it vanished in a memory, turned our sweetest moments into distant history. I keep replaying promises we once said out loud, but love became a whisper and disappeared somehow. Love didn't stay loud, but it still hurts right now. So I learned to live with silence where your heartbeat used to be. Some loves don't end in chaos, they end quietly. We said we had forever, plenty time to grow. Our love would stay beside us, no matter where we go. We chased our separate dreams, believing we were strong. Never thought the distance would quietly go wrong. I kept saving moments for someday we create, but hearts don't stay suspended, and love doesn't always wait. I thought time was on our side, but time slowly changed your mind. Love didn't wait for us, didn't understand how tightly I was holding your slipping hand while I planned tomorrow. You were moving on. Love didn't wait for promises that took too long. Love didn't wait, and now you're gone. Your voice grew unfamiliar, like someone passing through. The warmth inside your laughter no longer felt true. I tried to close the distance with words you couldn't hear, loving you from far away while losing you right here. I thought patience meant devotion, that stay improved my heart. But love needs more than hoping when two worlds drift apart. I watched our future fade away while begging love to stay. Love didn't wait for me or all the plans we made. It slipped between the silence and slowly walked away. I was still believing in forever we once said, but love moved on without me leaving words unsaid. Love didn't wait, it left instead. Maybe we were timing that never aligned. Two hearts full of feeling, but lost in different time. I would have crossed oceans just to make things right, but love grew tired waiting somewhere in the night. And I learned too late that love needs now, not someday. Memories feel heavier than dreams we couldn't save. The hardest kind of heartbreak is love that couldn't wait. Love didn't wait for us, so second chances slow. It followed different roads I couldn't go. Now I'm learning how to breathe without your embrace. Some loves are lost in anger, they're lost to time and space. Love didn't wait, but my heart stayed. If I could turn back moments, I'd choose you every day. But love won't pause forever, and it never waits. Love didn't wait. I took you away. Love didn't wait. said it softly in the doorway, like it wouldn't hurt as much. A quiet kind of ending, without anger or rush. Your eyes avoided mine, like truth was hard to say. One sentence changed my whole world, then you walked away. The clock kept moving forward, but time froze in my chest. Some goodbyes don't leave you, they never let you rest. No shattered glass, no screaming sound, just love collapsing slowly down. It was the goodbye that stayed long after you were gone, echoing through every night and every lonely dawn. I hear it in the silence, feel it in the pain. You left for just a moment, but the goodbye remained. The goodbye that stayed still whispers your name. I folded all your memories like letters never sent, tracing every I love you, wondering where it went. Your shadow fills the hallway, your laughter haunts my sleep. Some promises we make, all the ones we never keep. I try to keep moving, try learning to be strong, but healing feels impossible and goodbye feels wrong. I smile while breaking deep inside, pretending I was alright. It was the goodbye that stayed burned into my soul, turning warm forever in an empty cold. Every place reminds me of who we used to be. You walked into tomorrow, but lived goodbye with me. The goodbye that stayed won't set me free. Did you forget how we dreamed of growing old someday? How love once felt unbreakable before it slipped away. I still reach beside me in the middle of the night. Sometimes hearts keep loving even after goodbye, and I hate how part of me still hopes you might return. If endings had mercy, maybe I'd heal faster. But your goodbye became my forever after. It was the goodbye that stayed through every tear I had, living in the spaces you left inside. I'm learning how to breathe again without your embrace, but some goodbyes don't fade, they permanently stay. The goodbye that stayed is written on my heart. One day I'll remember you without breaking apart, but tonight your farewell still lives in my heart. The goodbye that stayed never truly went away. We used to fix the small things before they turn to pain. Stayed awake through every fight just to feel okay again. You once held me closer when the world felt wrong. love was something we both fought for strong. But slowly conversations turned into empty air. I kept reaching toward you and found nobody there. I waited for your voice to say you would find our way, but you didn't try again. You just let us fall, watched our love unravel without fighting at all. I was standing in the ruins, begging hearts to mend. I would have stayed forever, but you didn't try again. I reread old messages, searching for the past, proof that what we had before was meant to last. I apologize for everything, even things not mine, hoping love would find its way back through space and time. But effort needs two hearts, and mine was alone, loving someone deeply who had already gone. I kept believing we were worth one more chance at love on earth, but you didn't try again, didn't reach for me. The silence answered questions you refused to see. I cried through sleepless evenings, waiting for your call. I would have crossed forever, but you built the wall. You didn't try again, not once at all. Was I that easy to lose, that simple to replace? Did love become a memory you chose to erase? I would have fought the distance, the fear, the pain, the doubt, but love can't survive when one heart walks out. And the hardest truth I face tonight, you were okay without. Now healing feels unfamiliar, like learning how to start, living without the person who once held my heart. You didn't try again when we needed hope. I held on to forever while letting you go. Now I'm picking up pieces of dreams we planned. I lost our future slowly the moment you stopped holding my hand. You didn't try again, and that's how love ends. Maybe someday I'll understand why you chose goodbye, but tonight I'm learning some loves quietly die. You didn't try again, and neither could I. We were strangers laughing and nothing late at night. Two hearts like love was something new. Every little promise felt honest coming from you. We built our world from whispers, from dreams we used to share. Back when forever sounded like something always there. Somewhere between then and now, you stopped remembering how. You forgot how we started, how love felt back then, when we swore no matter what, we'd choose us again. I'm still holding memories you let fall apart. You forgot the beginning while breaking my heart. You forgot how we started, but I remember every part. The photos still are smiling from days we felt alive, before love became surviving instead of trying to thrive. Your words turned unfamiliar, your warmth began to fade, like loving me became a promise you outgrew and betrayed. I kept bringing up forever, you changed the subject fast. I was fighting for our future while you erased the past. I searched your eyes for what we knew, but couldn't find the old you. You forgot how we started, the nights we couldn't sleep, talking about forever, like love was ours to keep. I stayed loyal to a story you no longer believed. You forgot the beginning and quietly left me. You forgot how we started and what we used to be. Do you remember dancing in the kitchen rain, laughing through our struggles, promising to stay? I still hear your voice saying we'll never fall apart, but time rewrote the ending. You stopped choosing my heart, and loving you alone was tearing me apart. Now memories feel louder than anything you say, because the love we started didn't end the same way. You forgot how we started, but I still feel it now. Every first I love you, every sacred vow. I'm learning how to let go of who we used to be, because love can survive in one memory. You forgot how we started, but it lives inside me. And that's where love changed. We started close as breathing, two shadows side by side. Your hand fit into mine like it always belonged in line. Late night dreams and promises, spoken soft and slow. I thought love meant forever, I didn't know that space can form so quietly between hearts once warm, and love can lose its way without a coming storm. No sudden goodbye, no reason to blame, just silence slowly changing your name. You let the distance grow while I was holding on. I kept reaching for your heart, but you were already gone. I tried to close the spaces you refused to see. You walked away in inches till there was no you and me. You let the distance grow and it swallowed me whole. Your messages grew shorter, your laughter felt rehearsed. I felt myself becoming someone you loved first. I waited for your effort, for one small sign to stay. But love can't survive alone when only one heart prays. I blame the miles between us, the time, the world astray. But truth was far more painful. You stopped feeling the same. I felt you slipping day by day while begging love not to fade away. You let the distance grow between every word we said. A cold space filled the silence where our forever lived. I kept us stitched together while you untied the thread. Now I lie awake remembering the last good night we meant. You let the distance grow until love was dead. Did you notice when I cried behind my smiling face? Did you feel my heart breaking every time you needed space? Love doesn't disappear in one painful night. It fades through unanswered calls and giving up the fight. And I stayed believing you'd come back somehow. Soft, but every road feels longer, every memory slow. The hardest truth to carry is you chose to let me go. You let the distance grow while I gave everything I held on to forever with trembling wings. Now your absence echoes everywhere I go. Love didn't fail between us. You let the distance the distance grow, and I loved you through it all. If love ever finds you again, I hope you finally know hearts don't